Hi there, my name is Tom Bell, and welcome to my 5 Minute Friday videocast on Wednesday, the 31st of December. Yes, life is full of contradictions. I am an author, a frustrated justice seeker, a former NHS whistleblower, and now a full time PhD student. Of course, it's New Year's Eve. I have a New Year's resolution. I'm not generally big on New Year's resolutions, but my New Year's resolution for 2026 is that I'm going to write one letter each week about something that matters to me. Those of you that know me will know I already write letters to, whether it's my MP, the local authority, they've had their fair share, the utility companies, the BBC, the NHS. But you may not know that I also write letters to organisations and to people specifically who I think have done a brilliant job, because there's lots of great people doing lots of great things out there. There's a lot to get excited about, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things going wrong in the world at the moment, but there's also a lot of great people doing some great things who I think sometimes need appreciating and remembering. So, it might come as a surprise, but for those of you who think of me as Victor Meldrew, I do tell people when they're doing a good job and make time to do that personally. I think that's really, really important. But I'm not going to suggest to you that you write a letter a week. You can if you want. You can write one a day. What I would say is, though, that there's something about writing which is really, really cathartic. Getting your thoughts down on paper. It allows you to structure them in a way that you can put things, take your time to put things well, yeah? Take your time to put, whether it's your criticism or your praise, but you can take time to do it well. It is so cathartic. And if you do it well, you will get a reaction, sometimes a good reaction, sometimes not. But also, writing a letter, it can seem a bit selfish because it's a bit like a one-way conversation, isn't it? Someone has to read that letter without sort of interrupting. But that's great, because if you've ever tried to have a conversation with a local councillor or an MP, trying to get a word in edgeways and finish your sentences isn't that easy. And so actually, I think when you are sending letters to power, let's call them some letters that are going to go to power. So, I think the latest letter I sent was to the chairman of the BBC. Many reasons for that. But it allows you just to put your words in a way that stops them interrupting, stops them stemming the flow of your thinking. And I think that is just super helpful, because we're in a world of sound bites, aren't we? Where, if it's not 140 or 280 characters or whatever it might be, people feel the need to jump in and give quick answers and quick solutions. And, oh, well, you didn't think of that, or you didn't think of this, did you? And a letter just allows you to lay things out in an order that you wouldn't normally be able to achieve during an average conversation, whatever that average conversation might be. So if you maybe want to write, I'm told, by the way, that letter writing is going to come back into fashion in 2026. I don't know if that's the case or not. It probably won't be. If you've seen the price of a stamp, it's bloody robbery, isn't it? Maybe I should write to the people that create the price for stamps. That'd be the post office, wouldn't it? But so I can't see letter writing making a huge comeback, but there's something about, I'm not talking about emailing here. Yeah, I'm talking about old-fashioned snail mail. Write it down, print it off the printer, sign it, print it off the printer if you have one, of course, sign it, pop it in the envelope, stick it down, pop that stamp on it, stick it in a post box. Super old-fashioned, I know, but I think you'll often get a response to a personal letter that you would just never get to an email or a submission on a contact form, that kind of thing. Because emails, the world is awash with emails, isn't it? I think actually getting something through, and certainly, by the way, if you're going to praise somebody, an email offering praise is a good thing, don't get me wrong, it's a great thing. But actually, to send somebody a letter, I sent one to a particular travel company last year. I won't bore you with the details, but they're always good, always, staff are fabulous. And I think for someone to get that in written format so that they can say, right, actually, look at this. Somebody took time to post this, to sign it, to send it to us, because what we did meant something to them. Conversely, those things where you want to express an opinion and perhaps make change, they say, I don't know what the exact number is, but they used to say, didn't they, that for every one person who wrote a letter, it represented the views of around about 1,000 people. So if you make take time to make a written statement about something, you will often catch your MP or your local councillor's attention, because if they're not stupid, and let's not rule that out, but if they're not stupid, they'll realise that it's not just your view you're expressing. Your view actually represents the view of many other people. I'm reaching the end of my 5 minutes, so there's my New Year's resolution. I wish you a peaceful 2026. Keep the people that you love close to you. Don't forget to tell them how much they mean to you. Stay safe, stay solvent if you can, and try and stay sane. Ciao.